evening all. So, day 80 of this collective lockdown. I just came from my first lunch with friends at someone's house, and they gave me this as my present. It's my hipster mask, which doubles as a mask, and then when I get tired, it becomes a stunning headpiece. So, you know, I can deal with this. I didn't buy it, so I didn't feed into the capitalism of the disaster. And what was great was just to be able to connect again with people beyond my neighborhood, to have lunch with a family, children running around. They loved having summer. Summer loved having them. And then we came to this park, the beautiful Retiro Park, and now I'm headed home. It's just before the applause, but in this neighborhood, which is very funny, the applauses are more vibrant at 9 o'clock when they call for the government to step down. The lunch I had with two very special people. They're both sociologists, French sociologists, and they were commenting. On the realities of Spanish adaptation to this COVID, and how really the DNA that comes to them from the dictatorship, which ended in 1976 when Francisco Franco died, and before that the Civil War, and before that Inquisition, really had their mentality prepared and set for the discipline required of waiting in a queue, reporting on your neighbors, and all such things. So it's just fascinating how history is indeed cyclical, you know, and these things that we get taught from the crib when we're fed it in our bottle, they come out, and they come out strong. And I can see it, and I can see it in the reaction of certain types of Spaniards, certain types of people, like my neighbor below, like the lady who called the police on me on Saturday because the dog was jumping around. That sense of, you know, I'm gonna get you. It's just interesting how the more things change, the more they stay the same. Now, here it's fascinating to be at the time when children are allowed to come out and play, you know, and just feeling that return to normal. I believe we're going into phase 2 next week. Again, I don't really understand what these different phases mean. All I know is that I'm not afraid of being outside anymore, and that I have to wear a mask in certain places. I'm not sure where, because it depends on who you're with. So that's about it. This is the Puerta Alcala, which was the entrance of Madrid, built by Charles III, the mayor king, who really beautified Madrid. He couldn't find someone to design a gate he liked, so he finally got his friend Sabatini to come and design it. And he gave him 2 designs. He liked them both so much that on the one side is one design, on the other side is quite another design. And another curious thing about this place where I'm standing at, which is the Square of Independence, which is when Napoleon invaded. I think I've told you about this in other videos. This rock here. This marks the spot where sheep and other type of animals can cross the city of Madrid, as has been done for 1,000 years, and they still have the right to, and they still do it every January. Come to Madrid, outside of COVID times maybe, and you'll find this flooded with sheep. Not that kind of sheep, the meh kind of sheep. So without further ado, Summer, myself, and in Madrid, with a black ribbon for all the dead, 27,000 now, on day 80 of our lockdown. Wish you love and much rage, but more love.